totally had the time wrong. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've missed it. Okay, I'm sorry, people. Okay, I am just going to sit here and spin. Let's see. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, Becky. Hi, hello from Grace. And Diane. And Katinka hasn't come in yet. Diane, I'm just waiting. Becky, you must have gotten sidetracked with something easy to do. I did. I went to the tennis club for supper and forgot about the time. I am so sorry. Not letting me get into any video editing today, and I've done a video for some on how to cook my collard greens. I've seen that, Becky, but if I can't get it from Cam to the computer, it will never go up on YouTube. I will look at it again later today. Becky, maybe has having no, it's me forgetting. Best to wait, Becky. Computer loves it when you can. Okay, Diane said you've got hand sewing. Becky forgot to buy lemon and raspberry jello, so I have to go and do that. Ruth, I'll check in shortly, going to get some lunch. Becky, once I get the advent calendar mailed, I will switch to Christmas gifts. Becky, I have a cup of tea in hand now so I can chill out for a bit. Okay, Ruth, is anyone still here? Diane, the Becky, I'm still here. Becky, I hope Katinka's okay. I'm sorry, guys. Keep checking. Brain fog. Also, just cut out 2 sleeves and forgot to put on fold. Oopsie. Old whips. Making PJs. Granddaughter, so Ruth, granddaughter, and I started working on little Santas. Posted the other day. Find I have to switch things up every now and again. Okay. Guys, I am so sorry. Thanks for those of you who've been here. And I really feel terrible. Oh, Becky, I'll go and have a look at that. I'm just reading through it. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to sit here and spin. And for those of you who was here before and I didn't arrive, I'm really sorry. Firstly, as I said, we went for supper and then I totally forgot. I have no excuses. I remember I wanted to do a live, but I didn't check my watch. And today was a scorcher. We had 36 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what it is in Fahrenheit. I think it's almost 100. So, yeah. I've been a null on a contract, but I did clean some yarn and I'm busy spinning it. So we'll just do that. I haven't spun with my spinning wheel since I've moved. And I can feel that tension is out a little bit. Okay, now. Let's see. No, that's too tight. go. No, it's not tight enough. Why are you not pulling it through? What is going on here? So, whoever is here, uh, I can't see any comments, but it might be that there's none. Spinning, yes. Sharon, I messed up today. I booked this an hour earlier than I'm now. Hello, Valley. But I completely forgot. My sister and I went out for supper and I totally forgot what time I was supposed to be here. And so I feel terrible. I see there were quite a few people who was waiting. And I actually have no excuse. my brain just left me for a bit, and I can blame the heat because it's been excruciating today. I think it's been like 36 degrees at one stage. So I don't know, I don't work very well when it's that hot. It's like I can't think straight. Started. So I'm just sitting here spinning and trying to redeem myself, but I cannot really. I must just accept that I've messed up. It's too hot inside tonight, so it's actually really nice sitting under this tree. I know it's only you here at the moment, Sharon, but I think I'm going to ask this as a general. I find I'm really hard on myself, especially when I mess up. I hate it when I mess up. I get into a total tiff. How do you handle it when you mess up? I do apologize and stuff, but I find my biggest thing is I don't forgive myself that easily. And sometimes there's just no way of fixing stuff. So I feel really terrible for what I did. On a totally different note, in 2018, I think, a beautiful woman on Instagram, she is a sheep farmer, and she was mentioning that on Instagram that in England, they don't really get prices for the yarn, for the wool, that people are, I'm going to put over here. Can I see? Yeah, that's true. We all mess up because we're human. I still struggle though. So anyway, let me just, hi Amy. So my spinning wheel is an Ashford. I got it in 2019. Yeah, 2019 is there. Ruth, hello Ruth. I'm so sorry I let you wait. I was saying earlier, I totally forgot. I booked it and then I went for supper and my brain just went on holiday. I'm telling you about my spinning wheel. It's an Ashford and I got it in 2000, 2000, no, 1993, I think. Because at that stage there was a community development program going on. I just finished matric, that's high school, my high school diploma, and I worked as a florist. Oh, thank you, Ruth. And so, where the florist was at the bottom of this old building, at the top they were teaching women, disadvantaged women, how to spin and weave and knit. So I got in as a knitting teacher in my in the afternoons, and then I learned to spin from a lady called Dorcas, and she was just so gorgeous. And then the government had all these programs at that stage in the 90s, South Africa, but a lot of them didn't last long because people, corruption and all of that stuff. So anyway, this program shut down, and then I bought one of the spinning wheels over from the program. And at that stage, I had very little money. So my dad had to lend me the money for the spinning wheel, and I paid him off. And I just love my spinning wheel. So it's an Ashford. And when my dad was here the last time, a few months ago, he actually sat down and he just oiled it for me. So now it looks really lovely. And I love spinning. Spinning to me is literally that one thing that clears my mind completely. When I have a bad day or I'm too hot. Oh no, so Cheryl, you say you have a wheel, you still cannot spin. I have a drop spindle class coming up on Feb. Maybe I'll learn this first. If you can do drop spindle, you should be able to spin as well. I so wish the two of us were closer. I think we could have had a lot of fun together. But yes, spinning is literally that one thing in my life that has always been a constant. I've tried different things in life, but my spinning wheel is literally my therapy. But back to the yarn that I'm spinning. So this lady from England, I was telling her that I don't. I would love to have some of her yarn because it was a breed. I think it was I forgot the breed, but it was a specific breed that's local to England. And her and her husband packed up a whole fleece from her favorite sheep. I forgot the sheep's name. And she sent me this fleece, and it was the first time this sheep was shorn. And she let me know a while ago that this sheep actually died, which is quite sad and early because sheep usually don't die so early, but apparently there was something wrong. And then she asked me if I had any of the wool left over and if I could send her some. So I told her I do have some wool because I never got around to spinning everything because I went gallivanting all over the world. And now I am spinning some up. I'll send her some of the raw wool, but I'm also going to spin it up and make her a hat. I want to make it like with cables and all of those things. And it's just such a lovely experience to work with this yarn. The piles is quite long, and yeah, this type of sheep, it's a bit rustic, but it's beautiful, this wool. Yeah, Amy, I get together on a in the free for 30 days. I'm going to do these live sessions, and I do handwork or sewing or whatever I feel like that day. And I'm trying to get my creative inspiration back because I felt a bit flat after traveling and setting up my sewing room and everything. But today it's just too hot in my sewing room, so I'm sitting outside spinning because it's nice and cool, and I felt a bit frazzled, and spinning always calms me down. Plain Jane's Day. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So yes, I'm happy about the spinning wheel that I was able to get it so many years ago, and I'm so thankful for the yarn. And it's a beautiful summer's day or summer's evening. So it's the perfect time to just sit and spin. Does any of you spin? I know you said, Cheryl, you want to learn, and you want to learn. Do have a spinning wheel. Is there anybody else on here that spins? Okay, what will happen next is after I've filled up this bobbin, I fill up another one, and then I will ply the two together. That's putting them together like this. And then you have actually really nice yarn. And then after I've plied it, I will wash it and let it dry, and then I can knit with it. The yarn I'm spinning with at the moment has not been washed, so it's still oily. We call it lanolin, and I love the feeling of lanolin for my fingers because it makes it nice and soft. And then with this spinning wheel, I just need to keep. Yay! Yes, Diane. I'm so sorry. I was telling everybody. I we went for supper quickly, and then I totally forgot. I just didn't watch the time. And the next moment, my sister told me, "Oh, it's 7 o'clock," and I had a total panic. Rushed home, and then saw that all of you were waiting. So I'm really so sorry for doing that to you. It's just been a very hot day, and on hot days, my mind doesn't always work. Now, we went up to 36 degrees Celsius, which has been quite a scorcher. And it's so nice. It's now late evening, so I think it's almost 8 o'clock. And it is cooling down, finally. Maybe it's, yeah, I think it's on the way to 8 o'clock. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. Now, tonight, my sewing room is too hot. So I brought my machine out, my spinning wheel out, and it is wind still for a change. There's a little bit of a breeze, which I'm thankful for. But there's no howling winds, so I can actually sit outside under my tree, which I love. Hey, Becky, I am so sorry about earlier. I was saying to people that I went to supper. It was a scorcher of a day, so the house was too hot. So I said to my sister, let's go for supper, because the place where we go is nice and cool. And then we were sitting there chatting and having a good. You say you had to do your giveaway at noon. Oh, wonderful. How did that go? Those bags look so nice, but you're back now. So yeah, and then at 7 o'clock, so I was supposed to be here at 6. 7 o'clock, she said to me, "Oh, it's 7 o'clock," and I freaked out because I realized that I've missed it. So guys, yes, I'm so sorry, but it's been a really hot day. So my sewing room is just too hot to sit in. So I thought I'll just come outside and do a little bit of spinning. I did sit earlier today and just comb all my wool out that I want to spin, and it's ready to go. And yeah, I can just sit here and calm my nervous system because that is what spinning does for me. It's so beautiful this evening. It's just a light breeze after many days of a lot of wind. And it's cooled down now. The day was hot. And I have my spinning wheel and I have this beautiful sound and the feeling of the yarn under my fingers. It's perfect. And I love that I have friends that's visiting with me while I'm spinning. Okay, Diane, you're trying to remember the top you are wearing. Did you make it from a pattern or was that something you drafted yourself? So this was a skirt that I turned into a top, and I just drafted it myself from the pattern pieces from the skirt. But if you use a peasant top pattern or like an old pirate top pattern and you just give it a frill, then it gives you this top. So the skirt had like flanges like this. So it's quite wide and not very efficient for the wind. I have to tuck it in if it's very windy. But it's so nice and cool. So I love wearing it. Thank you. I also love it. It's a cotton voile, Indian cotton voile, because sometimes these shops here in South Africa that import clothes from India. So this was a skirt that my friend got. And then she gave it to me, and I turned it into another type of top, like a long one. And I didn't wear that anymore because that season in my life is over. And then I now turned it into this. And I actually think I'm going to wear it a lot because I love it. I think I'm going to put you there so you can see the front of the spinning wheel. It's quite nice to see that. Oh, rescue. It's just move this a little bit. No, that's more skew. There we go. Is that straight? Nope. There, that's straight. I know, spinning and weaving to me is also so relaxing. I've always wanted to learn how to weave. I've had a small table loom and I could weave on that, but to put the reft on, I never learned that. The problem with weaving is that if you use a proper weaving loom, it is so big. I really just don't have space. Because there was a time when somebody was willing to give me one, but I just didn't have the space for one. So, yeah, I'll just stick to spinning. Oopsie, it's gone too thin there. Oh, and the sound. So interesting. When I started 30 minutes ago, I was feeling totally overwhelmed. And now I'm completely relaxed. What do you guys do when you want to relax? Do you have like a craft that you do, or do you watch a movie or listen to music? So sometimes I'll go for walks. I love that. Sometimes it's actually really nice just to sit under the tree and breathe properly because I don't always do that. Um, when I love swimming, but not swim like getting tired, more like floating around in the water. I find that so relaxing. Okay, I just want to, I see I've got some merino mixed with the, I think it's Corriedale. So I just want to mix it properly. You can see there's like two colors. There's a lighter one and a darker one. So that, and you say you chill out in front of the TV if there's something good on. I also like, I like doing that on a Sunday. But we don't watch a lot of television in the week. Okay. So what I do is I just keep on pulling it now. I want them all to kind of go in the same direction, and this process also mixes the yarn. You usually would brush them together. You get like combs, but my combs are not with me now. That's better. Something I would really love is a drum carder. So so the wool is usually quite rough together, and then you brush them out with carding brushes, and that gives you this. So it takes out all the fluff and stuff. But a drum carder, you would take this and put it in, and it's like a drum with also the brush hairs, and then it will brush it out and actually form bats. And oh my goodness, it is so beautiful when it goes through carding with the drum carder. But those things are so expensive here. Um, yeah, so I've I've never been able to validate spending so much money on something that I can still sort out by just combing by hand. So I've been thinking I should maybe join something like the Weavers Guild. Sometimes they have people who give up their shop, their setups. So I think I'm going to actually pursue that in the next while, is join the Spinning and Weaving Guild. Because that will also force me to spin more. Something else I would really like to learn is lace making. That has always been a dream. I'm Becky. I have the package ready to go in the post office, and I need to go to the grocery store for a couple of items I missed for dishes I'm making for Thursday. Enjoy your spinning. Thank you, Becky. Bye. Have a nice afternoon. And good luck with all your preparations. I hope you can sort your camera out. Because I would really like to see how you did that colored greens, I think you called it. Thank you. Oopsie. Okay. Um, Cheryl, busy running around finishing things. Finishing training quilts for bags of love this morning. Wow, that is awesome. Hey, Becky. Okay, so this is all the yarn that I have prepared today. So as soon as it's done, I'm going to say goodbye, and hopefully tomorrow I don't mess the time up again. No, I won't. I learn from my mistakes. Now today was a very calm one. Can't tell you how this relaxes me. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for having grace for my brain that doesn't always work. And I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Not the same time. Uh, no, this time isn't actually better. This is too close to my bedtime. No, I literally just forgot. It happens. So it won't happen again. Oh, wait, look at what I found. Wait. We need to finish this. Sorry, not goodbye yet. You can go if you need to, but I want to finish all the yarn, all the prepared wool, and then I'm gonna go. The His wool is so light that when I spin it, I don't realize how much is still in here. So let's just quickly finish this, and then it's goodbye. Do this. Oh, me too. It is such a good sound. I think I need to do an ASMR channel where I just sit and spin, not talk at all. I would actually watch something like that. Okay, I'm really done now. Let's just make sure. Is there anything in here? Nope, it's empty. Thanks so much to everybody who came tonight. Really sorry I was late. And I'll see you tomorrow evening. But I will make sure the time is right this time. Thank you, Diane. Bye all.